Hello everyone, Carson here, back, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1172 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for September 3rd, 2024. Let's get this video started with Wordle number 1172. Okay, let's start with the word, south. Okay, I only got the T yellow, so this letter goes somewhere else in this word. It could be T ending, like that's definitely possible, like NT ending. For example, let's just go with paint. Oh, wow, what? Okay, yeah, I thought NT was a good ending for a double consonant and then I fit in more vowels, A and I. Somehow got them right, but it comes down to the first letter. So I'm immediately seeing faint, but I think taint is also a word. I'm not 100% confident about this one, but it's still a consideration. I'm leaning towards faint because I don't see any other letters that can fit in this word apart from F and T or daint. Is daint a word? I'm not sure. See, let's just go with faint because that's the most obvious word here. So let's go with faint. And indeed, that was the answer. Why did I have to worry about that much? I overthought about it. It was so straightforward. It was just faint. Okay. But sometimes I'll take that sentence back if it's a 50-50 and I get it wrong. So sometimes you can't predict it, but this one, luckily, the answer was right in front of me. So yeah, faint is the Wordle answer for today. I guess today's Wordle answer in 3 tries. In 3 tries, I'll definitely take that. The second guess was wow. That came in clutch. The second guess. So yeah. Third guess for Wordle number 1172. Now let's move on to uh New York Times Sudoku. So yeah, let's start today's hard difficulty Sudoku. I see that these threes, they force the digit 3 into this cell in block 1. These threes force the digit 3 into this cell in block 6. These threes force the digit 3 into one of these two cells in block 8, and into one of these two cells in block 5. This 7 points right and the 7 points down after 3 occupy this cell. I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 6. This 8 points right, and now that 3 and 7 occupy these two cells, I can force the digit 8 into this cell in block 6. These 8 points left, and this cell sees another 8, so in block 4, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. And then we got these 8 pointing down. This 8 points right, and this 8 points up. So in block 3, the digit 8 is forced into column 8. There are 3 open cells left in block 6. The missing digits are 2, 5, and 6. The cell sees 2, so it's 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6. Which means the other 2 open cells in this row contain the missing digits 1 and 9 to make up this row. Row 5. Okay. This one points right and this one points up. So in block 3, the digit 1 is forced into one of these two cells, and these two cells form a 1-8 pair. Because in block 3, the digits 1 and 8 are missing. And these 3 open cells see other 1s and 8s. So in order to fit both 1 and 8 into block 3, they have to go into these two cells, or in other words, these two open cells are reserved for 1 and 8 only. So because it's either 1 8 like this or 8 1 like this, no matter which order it is, no other digits can go into these two cells because they are reserved for 1 and 8. So this 1-8 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells. That means I can mark down the digits which are 4, 5, and 6 into the other 3 open cells to make up block 3. This cell sees a 4, so it's 5 or 6. And we have another pair of 5 and 6. Now, alright, if I'm going too fast, I'll repeat again. After we found this 1/8 pair, we can eliminate all other digits, which makes the other open cells in block 3 contain the digits 4, 5, and 6, because they're still missing from block 3. So that basically makes up block 3. Now, this cell also sees 4, so it's 5 or 6 only in this triple. And now look at column 7. In column 7, the digits 5 and 6 are missing. And, well, it's quite obvious they're missing, but I don't... That's actually not the point. That's actually not the point. The point is that in column 7, there are 5 open cells. There are 5 open cells, and 2 of the open cells, only contain 2 certain digits. In this case, these 2 open cells, which are both in column 7, only contain 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 have to be kept into these 2 cells, because no other digits can go into these 2 cells. And we do not want empty cells whatsoever. We cannot have empty cells in Sudoku. So we have to fit both 5 and 6 into these 2 cells. And also because no other digits can go into these 2 cells, we have to keep both 5 and 6 into these 2 cells. Therefore, this 5-6 pair eliminates 5s and 6s from all other open cells in this column. Another way to think about this is that the other missing digits, which are 1, 7, and 8, can only go into the 3 cells down here, which in return makes this 1 and 6. I mean, makes these 2 cells 5 and 6 only. So no matter what, it's either 5, 6 like this, or 6, 5 like this. And the point is that because these 2 open cells only contain 5 and 6, so they have to be kept into these 2 cells, which eliminates 5s and 6s from all other open cells in this column. So I can actually immediately fill in 1, 7, and 8 into the other 3 open cells in this column, the cell C1. Alright, I apologize if I took a bit too long trying to explain that, but I just want to make sure you guys get the concepts clear. Even if you have any other doubts, you may feel free to leave them in the comments. I will try my best to reply you, and yeah, try my best to solve your questions. Okay, now these 9s point down. Okay, so in block 3, the cell sees 4, and 4 cannot go into the 1/8 pair. So in block 3, the digit 4 is forced into column 9. In block 3, the digit 4 is forced into column 9, so all of these 4s, these given 4s and the hidden 4, force the digit 4 into this cell in block 9. Okay, these 4s point up. Now you can see this kind of rectangular pattern formed by these 4s. It indicates that no matter if 4s are placed like this or like this, no matter which way it is placed in, all of these open cells in block 2 that are in rows 1 and 2 see these 4s. See again, no matter if 4 goes like this or like that, these 5 open cells in block 2, which are in rows 1 and 2, see these 4s. So after 4 are eliminated from these open cells, I can force the digit 4 into row 3 in block 2. And this cell also sees another 4, so I can actually force the digit 4 into this cell in block 2. Because all of these, 4 in these 5 open cells are eliminated because of the placement of the 4s in blocks 1 and 3, and also this cell sees 4. Another way to see that is directly look at row 3. Directly look at row 3 and say that this cell sees 4, this cell sees 4, this cell sees 4, and this cell also sees 4. And 4 is still a missing digit of row 3. So we have to put 4 somewhere. So in row 3, the digit 4 is forced into this cell. You can use both ways. They have the same outcome, so it really depends on which one you see first. Yeah. So just choose your own strategy. Both work. Okay. Now, these 4s force the digit 4 into this cell in block 5. These 6s force the digit 6 into one of these two cells in block 5. Actually, I should have said that in row 4. In row 4, 4, 5, and 6. No, it's not 4. In row 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the missing digits. Well, these two open cells see 7. So in row 4, the digit 7 is forced into this cell, leaving a 5, 6 pair behind. We got 1, 5, and 9 as the missing digits of block 4, but these two open cells see other 5s. So in block 4, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, which leaves a 1, 9 pair. Okay, these 5s point up. This 6 points down, so in block 7, the digit 6 is forced into row 9. Um, am I missing something? Oh yes, I definitely am. After I place this 4, or after 4 occupy the cell, I can immediately force 5 into the cell because this cell cannot contain 5 because it sees 5 from this 5, 6 pair. And these 5 also point right. So in block 9, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, which eliminates 5 from these two cells in block 3, forcing the digit 5 to go in this cell and make this a 6 and 5 and 2 like this, because this 5. Okay. After 5 occupied the cell, I can immediately force the digit 9 into this cell in block 9. These two cells are for 2 and 6, but this cell sees 2. So I can place these two digits like so. And these 6s force the digit 6 into one of these two cells in block 8. And once again, you find this kind of rectangular or X pattern. You can call it an X pattern, whatever you like to call it, just recognize this pattern. So, no matter if 6s go like this or in the other way, these open cells in block 2, which are in columns 4 and 6, will see the 6s in blocks 5 and 8. So after 5s are eliminated from these open cells, I can immediately force... Wait, no, it's 6, sorry, not 5. It's 6. I can immediately force the digit 6 into this cell in block 2, because 6 can't go into other open cells. Or, rather than looking at this kind of rectangular or X pattern, you can also look at column 5 and say that 6 is still a missing digit. This cell sees 6, this cell sees 6, and this cell also sees a hidden 6. So 6 still has to go somewhere in column 5, so it is forced into this cell for this column. Both ways work, they have the same outcome, so again, it's up to you which one you want to use, which one you think is better, or which one you see first. Completely up to you, because they have the same outcome. Okay. After I place the 6, it makes this cell a 4 and this a 6. These 6's points left and this cell sees another 6, so in block 1, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, and then these 6's point down to force the digit 6 into this cell in block 7. It feels like a tongue twister every time I'm talking fast in a Sudoku video. Okay, okay, all of these 4's force the digit 4 into this cell in block 1. Okay, 5 in this cell. 5 in this cell is now eliminated. I can force the digit 5 into this cell in block 1. The missing digits of row 3 are 2 and 9, but this cell sees 2. So I can place 9 and 2 like so. These 2's points left to force the digit 2 into this cell in block 1. The missing digits of block 1 are 1 and 7, but this cell sees another 7. So I can place 1 and 7 like so, which also makes this 9 and 1 and this a 9, leaving a 7-8 pair in column 2. Okay, this cell is a 1 to complete this row. The missing digits of row 6 are 2, 3, and 9. This cell sees 2, so it's 3 and 9. This cell sees 3, so it's 2 or 9. This cell is 2, 3, or 9. The missing digits of column 5 are 2, 8, and 9. This cell sees 2, and this cell sees 9, so it's 2, 8. Let's look at the missing digits of block 2. 5, 7, 8, and 9 still have to go somewhere in block 2. These two cells see 5 and 9 in the same row. So the other two open cells form a 5-9 pair, which makes the other two open cells 7 and 8. But this cell sees an 8, so I can actually place 7 and 8 like so. Am I missing something? Okay, these ones point down, and this cell sees another 1. So in block 8, the digit 1 is forced into this cell, and then these ones point right to force the digit 1 into this cell in block 9. After 1 occupied the cell, I can immediately force the digit 6 into this cell in block 8. Which makes this cell a 5 and this cell a 6, this cell a 5 and 9, and this cell is an 8 to complete this row, which makes this a 1 as well. Okay, in row 7, 7, 8, and 9 are the missing digits, but this cell sees 8 and 9. So this cell is forced to be a 7, which makes this 7 and 8, there's a 9 to complete this row, there's a 2, 3, and 9 to make up... No, I messed up. So, okay, so it doesn't make this a 3. This 2 is correct, but it makes this cell a 9, because, I don't know why I put 3 here. So yeah, now 2 and 9 is... They are eliminated from this cell, making this cell a 3 instead. Okay, so... Which makes this 9. Now, this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in 16 minutes. Alright, I would say that this puzzle is just the right difficulty. It could be a bit tricky for players who just started solving hard Sudokus for a short while, but if you have enough experience and has been solving hard Sudokus for over a year like me, you'll certainly have less problems, fewer problems with this Sudoku puzzle. So I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So there was the 1-8 pair and the 4-5-6 triple in block 3. The 1-8 pair and the 4-5-6 triple in block 3. And that actually led to the 5-6 pair and the 1-7-8 triple in column 7. After you found the things in block 3, you can then spot the 5-6 pair and 1-7-8 triple in column 7. Alright, and then, yes, the placement of 4 in blocks 1 and 3, which helped place the 4 in block 2. So that rectangular or X pattern, whatever you want to call it, um, helps with the placement of 4 in block 2. Or you could have just directly look at row 3, just look at row 3 and force the 4 into this cell. And there was the same thing going on for the digit 6. The placement of the digits 6 in block 5 and 8, the rectangular or X pattern, whatever, forces the digit 6 into this cell in block 2, or just directly look at column 5, um, and just force the digit 6 into this cell for this column. So both ways work, just choose your own one. Depends on which one you see first, and just use it if you know how to use it, okay? Okay, so yeah, those were the key spots, mainly pairs and triples. Oh yeah, be aware that this 5-6 pair in column 7 works the other way. It works in another way as other pairs, but it's still a pair, okay? No both ways a pair or triple would work. So yeah, those pairs and triples and the rectangular or X pattern, whatever you call them, those were the key spots for this Sudoku puzzle in my opinion. I don't recall any singles around, so no need to worry about no need to worry about that in this puzzle. Sorry about my accent coming off sometimes. Usually does when I'm talking too fast. Alright, I guess that's it for this video. Hopefully this video helps. Even if you have any other questions or difficulties about today's New York Times Hot Sudoku, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Alright, so in this video, I completed the solving for Wordle number 1172 and today's New York Times Hard Sudoku, which is for September 3rd, 2024. So I'll be back doing the same thing in tomorrow's video. So I'll see you all. Bye!